What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of the Drift Games vlog here on the YouTube channel. We hope you guys have been enjoying the videos so far. We're having a lot of fun making them. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell on. A couple of episodes ago, you will have remembered us having a look at this pretty insane show car, which is a 335 tandem kitted E93. Well, we thought when we were down here there was a car that might even be more interesting for you guys, and it's actually owned by the son of the guy who owns this, and he's just 16 years of age. And you're probably not going to believe what this guy owns, and he's also built himself with his pocket money and working summers and working weekends, built an incredible E36. You guys have seen it in the thumbnail. We're about to go in and check out that car for real. So let's go meet Craig and check out this insane E36. What's up, Craig?
Hey,
how are you?
Not too bad.
So we haven't actually checked this car out up close and personal yet, but when we were down here the last day, it was just kind of getting some last touches done, and it has turned out incredible. I think this might be my favorite E36 Bmw I've ever seen. Now, there's a lot going on here, so we're going to have a quick talk through it. We're going to take it for a drive. We're going to kind of... But you are 16 years of age.
I am, yeah.
And you have done all of the work to this car yourself.
Everything I've done to the car myself, yeah.
But that's a rare thing nowadays. Like, you know, a lot of kids your age are like...
Young lads just don't have the head in the shoulder.
Don't have the head, but they also just go, this is just too... Actually, sorry, you're right.
Also, as a fact, you're double the age, and
I also twice
you couldn't do any of that yourself.
Bar putting the sticker on the windscreen, I wouldn't trust myself to do anything else in this car. So let's talk about it. It looks mental, and we'll get into all that, but it started life as... It
was just a standard 318, just bog standard, like.
So 318 IS, the like kind of sportier twin cam version of the 318 BMW.
Needing a bit of love, you know, the usual with them.
So what colour was it?
It was Avis blue, you know, the dark blue.
So kind of the dullest colour that they have in them.
It's an alright colour, but just it wasn't gonna do me, you know what I mean?
So you took the car. This is your first car.
Yeah.
This is not a bad shout now for a first car. I mean, I had a Fiat Punto, so this is beyond me. But so you guys, obviously, your dad and everyone else related to you is mental into doing up cars.
Yeah.
So you got the bug and said, I want to build a 318. You technically can't legally drive it yet.
I'm getting there.
I mean, not technically as in there's anything wrong. Just you're not old enough to drive the car. You have to be 17 to be able to drive a car in Ireland. But you've started working on it before that to make sure that when you do get to that 17th birthday, you can actually get out and give it a spin. So where did it start? Talk us through step by step on this.
Well, I got the car in February of last year, and the day I actually got the car, I started sanding it ready for paint. So
really?
I knew exactly what. Like, I knew I wasn't just going to leave it standard arch. Like, there's no point in getting the car so early if it wasn't going to, you know, paint it straight away.
Absolutely. So talk us through the colour first of all. That's a really...
So it's one of 4 or 5 cars in the world, this colour, done by David, as you all know. So
this is like a special mix.
It's his custom colour, yeah. Green as we call it.
You call it green? It's kind of...
It's a bit in the middle, but I call it green.
Green, yeah, we'll go with green. And so this is... You put a Pandem kit on this car, obviously. I don't know, Josh, if you've noticed this, but did you see this on the bonnet? So it's got the Pandem.
I couldn't see it from where I was.
It's got the Pandem logo. So that's a sticker that's
you can kind of see it on the camera.
Painted and lacquered over, yeah.
That's a nice touch.
But there's also, this is what I could see, is the BMW is the same on the front. So that's the sticker under, obviously, again.
That's really nice
you
touch.
can actually buy that panel there from BMW.
Really, with the BMW on it?
Yeah.
So you replace, this is what I'm assuming, you sand it all down, you put on the Pandem kit, and you run into the first problem that everybody, there's 2 problems with every Pandem kit in the world as far as I can see.
Wheels.
Number 1 is wheels need to be gangster, and number 2 is it's got to go low.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you could, I think it's, for me personally, it's not low enough.
Yeah.
I think you could have made a better effort here.
Can you get your finger under?
Can you get a piece of paper under the car?
I think it's the bumper, I think the bumper's on the floor, but it's kind of flexed up a bit.
I think the only way you can go any lower here is you start digging out the foundations of the shed to actually have it overhang. So you have an air suspension kit on this. Which air suspension kit?
It started with when I first built the car last year, I had it on coilovers for a few shows, but then only about a month ago I decided to buy bags for it. A bit more practicality. It's airlift bags, well it's only a 2-way system, but it's grand. Like
you fitted the system yourself?
I did everything myself, yeah. So
you actually did. I mean, let's say how far we went on. You did everything yourself. So everything.
Everything.
So you sanded it?
The only thing I didn't do was actually lay the paint. That was everything else.
Which is like the easiest part, as we've learned. That's not the hardest part. The hardest part is the prep.
Yeah.
So you did all the prep, got it all on the car, and you guys are very tasty because you put even the rubber in between. A lot of people don't do that, and to me it just gives it a pop, but it also gives it that. It's not just hard and it's cracking and stuff like that. Mega diffuser, mega shotguns, mega shotguns.
See, when I first owned the car as well, I had like the Rocket Bunny spoiler on, no diffuser. I wasn't happy with it, you know what I mean? And I got the fancy white diffuser, the LTW spoiler, and then put shotguns on it as well.
The spoiler is insane. Like that's really, really nice, and it really suits the car. It's actually, yeah, I was just noticing. There's something about it I keep looking at, going, that looks so right. Yeah. But it's actually the fact that it's not a Rocket Bunny spoiler. I think that spoiler suits the car and the style of it a lot more, especially with the diffusers.
Yeah.
Meisters all around.
Meister M1s, yeah, all around. And
were these purchased in this colour combo, or was it something you guys
bought them? Yeah, from JDM Distro. They're fairly low offset or high offset. They need a bigger dish, but for the minute they're fine. Like,
I mean,
go down the road. And,
that's the thing. And also remember the cost of at 16 of trying to buy mega dish wheels, even for us, is tough going.
It is tough going. No,
yeah, so you got like, I like the touches here because you've gone with the matte black centres. Gloss black dishes, I really like that, and then a little pop of colour with the wheel nuts. It's kind of faultless for me, Josh. I don't think there's anything I would pretty much do any different.
It's beyond what I would imagine an E36 to be.
That's what I was just saying.
So I can't really say there's a fault in it because it's beyond that.
I don't think I don't even have the imagination. I mean, I've seen the Pandem kit. It looks great, but to go to all the little details and touches.
If you also think of a lot of the ones that come down to Mondello on drift days, and to think this is the same car as them, is fairly unbelievable.
That sounds controversial, Josh, but you're absolutely right. Because
I'm not sure I'm offending anybody there.
I see a lot of E36s in my day, and a lot of them don't look very well, and they look bad. This, to even have the potential of how good this car can look, and I think it's kind of, for me, it's revigorated the E36, because E36s are getting rare now, they're getting a little bit more desirable, but
it's cars like this that show how good they can be, is why they're getting rarer, because more people are buying them and making them like this.
There's a little detail going on in here as well. So,
a recliner and a fixed back bride seat. I have 2 custom switch panels, one for me air gauges and just a panel for
hang on a second,
little bits.
I didn't even see that.
Oh, so you got like your custom switches on the dash.
You've even got a start button. Does a start button work?
No, it doesn't work. But I have the switches.
So it's just for show.
I have the switches for like the horn for the NCT and all on it, and just a few little bits. I've custom clocks for the dash. Just, you know.
Actually, I just noticed that you've white dials and all that.
Yeah, white
What's
clocks.
with the dials? I'm going in again. So what would they normally be? Black?
They're normally black, yeah.
The level of detail has blown me away on this car. Like, now, this is one of those things where you're going to learn this very quickly, that when you actually start driving cars, you lose this level of detail. Because everything you do that's really nice gets wrecked very quickly, and then you lose that over time going, but you have this car perfect, so...
Now, in saying that, like, it's not perfect either, like, it needs work. I have the car looking well, but since I haven't properly started driving it yet, I haven't fixed a lot of little bits with it, you know.
And the other thing is, once you start driving it, you'll, as usual, you'll figure out a few more little bits. And has it only been just a standard 318 IS?
Yeah, just fairly standard.
I'm just amazed that someone at 16 years of age, we would have been 15 when you started, right?
Yeah.
15 years of age. And they say car enthusiasm is going down the toilet, so there you go. It's nice and clean. Just to get rid of all the blue.
The blue, yeah. Just... It's filthy dirty as well. I think I can close that there now.
Well,
I can see he's embarrassed.
I was going to say, we did jump kind of out of nowhere to do this film today. I mean, this is how the car looks every day pretty much, because it doesn't go out on the road too much. So can we just see the airbag system working? Because I actually want to see a driving height on this. It's a little thing. You mightn't do too much driving with that now. But let's see what it looks like if on a drive height. Oh. Still pretty low.
I was going to say, like,
still
if you were running that standard, like...
That's the drive height?
That's drive height?
That's drive height, yeah.
Like...
This is just making all my cars look really high.
That's always the test, isn't it? If you fit your shoe under.
Oh, shoes under there?
When it was static, it was actually lower than that as well. That's the thing. That's the worst part about it. That's why I just said, like, I need that.
You're going to have to start picking your routes now when you go. Like, you're going to have to say, can I go up that road? No, I can't go up that road. I had a car like that before where it was like, you have to do the little map.
All my cars, I couldn't go over a speed bump. So every route I had to do, I had to go around.
Yeah, you're going out into the countryside to come back in through a lane. Just so you
a 5-minute drive would then be a 30-minute drive.
It's an awesome car. I mean, I couldn't fault it. I mean, I'm sure if you guys are watching at home, I mean, I'm sure.
Are you asking people at home to pick flaws with
No, what I'm trying to say is, would they do anything different? But I'm trying to say, what I'm asking the question here is it perfect? Like for an E36, I don't think you could do much more. I think that's a credit to you, Craig. And it's really good to see someone taking it on themselves. I can't say that I do this, because I definitely don't. I get everybody else to do it because I'm terrible, but it's a great way of learning, right? Because do your own car, learn the mistakes.
That's the thing, though, like anything that I've never tackled before, I'll just tackle it. If I will end up doing it, I will find a way to do it, because, you know, that's what I have done.
Well, you seem to have figured it out pretty well. If I'm
me and Josh get struggle, you know, trying to join two wires on a car, and this is a much further accomplishment.
I struggled with a radio only the other week.
Yeah. Josh needed 3 people to fit a radio, so you know that's where we were at. So I really, really appreciate the time and effort that's gone into it. Okay, so even though Craig cannot drive this car on the road, we technically could drive it on the road. So we might take it down the road. There's a really, really nice pier. We're gonna get some nice photos of this car, maybe out in the sunshine. Take it for a little spin, have a bit of fun in it, and hopefully do absolutely no damage, and we'll see what it's all about. And again, Craig, we can do a review on a car that you haven't driven on the road, and we can just send it back to you and say, looks pretty good. So we're going to get the keys, hop in, go for a little spin, get some nice photos and some nice shots of this car, because it needs it and deserves to be outside in the sunshine. We want to take a minute just to thank one of our partners here at Drift Games, M-Tech Brakes. They're one of the UK's leading supplier of performance brake pads, discs and hoses. We have run them on all of our cars. They're an amazing product and at an amazing price. So make sure you check out their full range at mtechbrakes.com. Switches here. Oh, they're airbags.
What? Are they the airbags?
Yeah.
Some spare switches trying to put the window up and down.
I was trying to put the window up. Here's the window, just so you can hear me. While we're about to take off, so this is Craig's car. This is his dad's car. This is also his dad's car, which he's just gone into, which is an X5M, and that is 650 horsepower. That X5. Isn't that insane? These boys know how to build some cars. So this actually rides really nice. I'm really impressed with these airlift suspension kits. They actually feel really nice. I haven't driven too many cars with bags on them, and you know, this is a nice little country airlift. You can see a little E30 rolling by. That's a group of enthusiasts out and about.
It's not going to be a performance test.
No. Sounds good though. Oh, the gear knob just came off.
Dave, you know, braking stuff, and don't scrape it now.
There's a woman doing gymnastics on a rope there. I mean, what's happening right now? Yeah, the exhaust is a little low. Can you find the gear knob there? That's what I'm just testing the car for Craig.
There you go.
I'm just testing it for Craig, saying, just to let you know, the gear knob has a tendency to absolutely fly off into the back of the car if you change it too quickly in a second.
You just took it straight up. I honestly think my car with 25mm springs is harder than this.
It's lovely. Well, I mean, you are riding on air suspension, so it is going to be better, but it's absolutely like I'm driving a normal, like, kind of street use.
Very nice steering wheel as well. Is that a Nardi steering wheel?
It is a Nardi steering wheel. We've got our
race only.
We've got our gauges here for the front and rear airbags, which is quite cool.
They're quite well done in.
Yeah, they're done well.
Apart from it being stuck down there.
Look, he's 16. He's 16.
At 16, I couldn't even make this out of Lego.
You couldn't make this. At 16, I couldn't even make this on Gran Turismo. So never mind. I mean, isn't it mad though? Like, I think it's really nice to see like a young guy these days not just going the convenient route, like actually spending time to get a car done. I think that's amazing. I know it's in the family. I know it's passed down from generation to generation. I think that's also important for car culture. But and it's a fully working, nice car. It rubs quite a bit with that exhaust.
The exhaust doesn't need to be
try and drive it on the non-hump side.
We've got a bump coming up here.
Bump coming up here now. This is going to be a test.
No!
That exhaust.
This is going to be a scrape. The facial expressions from in a low car and a bump. There's nothing like it.
There's nothing like a.
Okay, give it like a little rip maybe.
Okay. Sounds good.
It sounds good, and they're like.
I like the sound of it.
It's not actually too bad for 1.8.
No, it's grand.
It's by far the least powerful car we've driven out of them.
But it's for a 16-year-old.
For a 16-year-old.
I had a 1-litre Punto. It couldn't even get out of its own way. So I'm pretty happy with it. So we've parked up. Let's get some cool photos. Let's get some cool videos of this car.
I can only imagine from behind those sparks coming up, and it's like, no, my pride and joy. Has Keane just stole your car?
Keane just stole my M4 there, just out of nowhere. Thinking he's a great lad.
Everyone's driving everyone's car today.
So we just got some nice fancy photos, which you can see here. This car isn't really a performance car, it's a 318IS. Still nippy, there's still good go in it, but this is more of a show car. But again, it's owned by a 16-year-old. It's amazing to see cars like this still being built by young guys, you know, around the world. I think it just keeps the whole car culture secure for the next generation, because sometimes we worry that maybe, you know, there's not going to be anyone doing this in 10 years, but people like Craig still plugging away in the weekends and the long holidays trying to get their cars ready for shows and stuff. It just keeps the whole scene alive, so it's awesome. I love this thing. It's an awesome car. I'm sure you guys would agree. This is a hugely impressive build for a 16-year-old, and you know what, these guys are pushing out amazing cars all the time, and every time we go down to Coleman's we just get something special every time. We might even have to make a few more trips, because I know they've got some more good stuff tucked away. You might have even seen it in the background of this video. So if you enjoyed this video, if you like us going out and just checking out cars like this, kind of going into garages, going into sheds, let us know. We're very happy to keep filming it. We enjoy coming down and meeting new people and talking about cars like all of you guys do. So let us know in the comments if you want us to keep kind of doing car features like this. I really enjoyed this one. It's a speed bump. I'm sorry I got distracted. So thank you for joining us. We'll see you on the next episode for more madness from the Drift Games YouTube channel.